Okay, then.
There you go, people. Don't pick up strange hitchhikers in Catalonia.
Now, here's, to wrap all this up.
In a neat little vampire-style bow.
To wrap all this up. Let's look at this.
Okay.
Hospitals in Africa, in every major city I could get the information, have a significant number of patients who are admitted with blood loss, but without any known wounds.
Interesting.
Now, while there are diseases that can cause that, surely those diseases wouldn't be so prevalent. And we're not talking about the Congo, or we're talking about big cities.
Okay.
And, okay, in 2020, there were 17,000 missing persons cases that we're aware of here in America. I say that we're aware of because these are people that were reported. But like the homeless, nobody necessarily reports them missing. They just disappear. Okay? Worldwide, that number becomes far more significant. Now, considering poor infrastructure in third world countries, think about the idea of a tulpas. A tulpas is a thought form. Supposedly, it's part of, I believe, Buddhist philosophy, but supposedly you are able to concentrate the energy of your mind to create thought forms. And the first thing they tell you to create is a tulpa apple, because an apple is a harmless thing.
Sure.
But how much thought energy have people brought to bear on vampires over the years? And where would one survive better than places like Malawi?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, because I mean, even...
So, I answer your skepticism with this. Something is happening in the world. Something that we can't see. Something hidden. And whether it's vampires or something more or less sinister, we can't see everything.
That is true. I agree with that 110%.
So, how true is any of this? Well, I don't exactly believe the death birds, but everything else, I don't know. The potential is there. I kind of
do believe that. Yeah. It's not that I don't believe the death birds. I feel like that could be a creature that we just don't understand, you know?
Well, okay. My problem with it be above and beyond the problems of the guy reporting it is that there are only 2 or 3 species of blood-sucking bat, and they're all in the Americas. Not one has been reported in Europe. Not one has been reported in Africa.
That we're aware of.
That we're aware of, true. But that was, again, not quite 100 years ago. We know so much more about the region. Do we know everything? No. But we know so much more, especially Ethiopia.
Right.
Where'd they go? Where did the devil birds go? If they were, let's say they were a remnant species, right, of a once larger predatory blood-sucking bat. Which, by the way, Krysta, should have pointed this out, but blood-sucking bats don't have tubes for noses. They have tubes for tongues.
I know that. I've done research on bats before. My teacher made me do it.
So...
It's called teaching.
Yeah, I know. But I'm the one who chose the animal, so ha!
Okay.
And maybe there is some truth to what de Prorok said, but with what we know about him, he's not a trustworthy reporter.
Right.
So let's say there were only 1 or 2. Still, we should be able to find a corpse or 2 of these bats.
True enough.
And so, without any further evidence beyond him, and I looked, I can't give the Deathbirds much credence.
Fair enough.
And as far as even the vampires in Africa, I don't know how much credence I give them now, but certainly something is going on there today. Now, 100 years ago, slaves, even Aaron Pettigrew, who documented it, made a major thesis out of how slavery and witchcraft were... These slaves were accused of slavery or of vampirism and witchcraft quite often. Now, she did point out that while it wasn't justified, the tribe that some of these people came from did certainly believe to wield magical powers. Mm-hmm. But something's going on there.
Right.
To this day, something's going on there.
Okay.
And so I have to give some kind of credence to it. Maybe not witchy vampires being able to apport your heart right out of your chest, but something.
I gotcha. Absolutely. Well, and I think that anything that has this many stories about it, there's something to. The question is what, and that's what keeps, I think, everybody who makes podcasts, keeps us coming back. It's not just the research that you do, but it's the questions that we ask each other that may make somebody go, but what about this?
Right.
Exactly.
And sometimes that's all it takes is that one spark that can open up the right person's mind to just take us into a totally new day and age.
Exactly. So, that brings us to the end of our show.
Oh.
And so, we should say our goodbyes. But first, thanks to Paige for our artwork.
Yeah.
Yay, Paige!
Thanks to Aaron Gnurk for promoting us.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Bill Barrett for our music. You can find us on Patreon, where you can donate to Team Podcast or Team Bunny. Find us on Buy Me a Coffee, where you can also donate to the podcast. We have merchandise available on Teespring. Remember to look for our live show with Branched. You can follow us on Spreaker, which is where our podcast is hosted from. You can follow us on Twitter, as well as Kristen, who is FCrystalline on Twitter. Oh. You can follow us on Instagram, Boogeyman, The Real Crystalline Williams.
Oh, has your Instagram changed?
Yes, I have, because my last phone has that information. My new Instagram is family_crystalline, family_crystalline.
Family_crystalline.
Or family plot to Krysta Cat, whichever one you search up, it will come up with a dragon. You'll know once you see a dragon, okay?
Okay.
And Laura is still not on Twitter.
Okay, I'm working on it. I got a Twitter, so it's coming. Next week, I will have a Twitter for everyone, I promise. Not that I can really promise that I'll be that great at it because I'm brand new, but maybe people can help me.
And Laura is also not on Instagram.
No, I'm not on Instagram. One step at a time, people.
But you can find her on Facebook, especially the Family Plot Facebook group.
I do, the Family Plot Facebook group. In fact, I've got a little video of one of our family monsters that I'm gonna share on there of Roxas and his wings. So I thought that would be appropriate.
Very nice. I wish we could find the picture of Lexi telling him to flap his wings.
I think that's the video that I was going to upload, so yeah.
Very nice.
Guys, if you want to see the picture of me comparing Brownie with a bat, you can go on my Instagram to see that, too.
Okay, but you're going to post it on the Facebook, too, right? Or send it to me so I can?
Why?
Because I think it needs to be on the Facebook, too.
Okay, I'll send you it.
Okay, it'll be on the Facebook, too.
Yeah, if you don't want to come, look at my Instagram account.
Maybe there are some people like me who don't have Instagram. Did you think about that?
Yeah, I did.
Which is why I'm saying it needs to be on Facebook too.
thanks also to Justin Julian, who is our producer.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks.
And most of all, thanks to you for listening. Remember, join us next week when our subject will be, we're sticking with a blood-drinking theme here, chupacabras.
Nice.
Oh boy, the chupacabra.
So, thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.